It's Paul with LSPDATA. We're focused on niche data to find you next off-market deal. And it's been quite a bit since I recorded a video, but we're still working and we're still quite busy improving our platforms and also working on a separate platform for roofing and construction related data. But in this case, I wanted to revisit, and basically we still have a lot of folks looking for off-market deals, right? Still a lot of real estate investors. There's still, nothing's changed from the real estate point of view. But I wanted to give you a quick reminder of the type of data that we have and basically our recommendations on what you should be focusing on so that we continue closing on deals, right? So again, is there a secret list that anyone should pull for pre-foreclosures? Well, that depends, right? And again, we focus on niche data and we always suggest that you move fast. So we are trying to do our best to provide you, up-to-date data. But obviously, it all depends on if you can sell, right? Can you close on deals? Can you get on the phone and reach out, right? So we tend to see that level of success with folks that, pull our data, right? The ones that are able to, get a good skip tracing service and also that are able to get on the phone, right? So again, we do our best, but at the end of the day, it all depends on you as well. So there's a couple of videos that I made in the past where we touch on the specific document types from the county clerk point of view, but these are some pretty good ones to focus on if you want to pause the video, right? And later you can check against the platform as well. But yeah, just wanted to keep it high level. There's a bit of statistics that I pull, right? And this is where this comes from, right? So looking at historical foreclosure data, what ended up getting into a pre-foreclosure, and that way giving you, months, weeks ahead, so that way you can reach out to the homeowner and work something out, right? Maybe put in that offer. Again, I'm gonna go through this fairly quickly, right? Some of those years of ownership, and many of you like to pull older years of ownership. Technically, anything I would say from 4 to 6 years is a fair game and up. And obviously just considering some of the equity built as well, right? Same thing. You don't have to necessarily target just absentee owners, right? There's primary residents as well. And just wanted to give you a little bit of statistics there because again, most of the YouTube gurus will always tell you to just pull the same list from the same places, right? Again, a couple of things that, we don't have to get into, but the other bit that I wanted to show you is that obviously we pull data from various places, right? And for us, one of the competitive advantage that we have is that we also pull things like code violations, right? And just to give you some of the idea here, more of the highly relevant ones, where maybe nuisance of property, building code violations, minimum standards, that sort of thing. So again, a lot of this, just wanted to give you an idea of some of the data that we have available, right? And just reminding you that there is a lot of data that we process, and all of this is relevant data for the sake of real estate. And I'll jump into our platform here. So again, we provide you with meaningful data, and we have again two sort of areas. One is that pre-foreclosure that I just talked about, right? Where this data is county data. This is where you get the list pendants, right? This is get the substitute of assignee and that sort of tax liens, delinquencies, that sort of thing. And then the code violation is also separate. And this has a lot of AI-enabled features as well that we've added over time. So let's jump into the foreclosure one first. So if you do decide to sign up, you can always use LSPDATA at the end of checkout, and you get a 7-day free trial. So if you did have access to it, right, there's a couple of states that we cover. Some of the states obviously have more coverage in terms of county, right? So for us, depending on where you're at, right, Harris County, Dallas County, or Bejar, there's a lot that we cover. And if we do end up working with you, obviously, we'll give you some, we can work with you to add additional county if you have specific preferences, right? So again, it's as simple as going in here, right? The data is going to show by default. And from here, you can make it easy by just choosing, say, pre-foreclosures and clicking on search. And here you'll see all those modification. A lot of those is modification of loans, right? Assessment lien by homeowners. Homeowners associations tend to raise foreclosures, right? And it happens pretty quickly. Mortgage, again, maybe some folks are behind their payment and that sort of thing. So at this point, there's already a life event that has taken place. And this is as simple as you going in here, selecting the pre-foreclosures. For many of you, like I said, if you're looking for specific, whether the homeowners are in state or out of state, right? The type of property that you're interested in, single houses, that sort of thing, makes it super simple, right? So even here, if we wanted this quick list, I'm not going to show names, etc., but it's as simple as just exporting your list, basically setting those, the ownership, those basically criteria that you normally set in any other platform. They're here, and we make it super easy just to export it, and then you can import it to your CRM, or you can import it to your skip tracing platform. So it has all the relevant information that you're gonna need. Again, I'm not gonna show names or anything like that. But yeah, same thing for, say, like Harris County, right? And over time, we're also adding additional, what we're calling AI indicators, right? This is slowly being rolled out to the county pre-foreclosure platform, right? But here's the same thing. You could do, county pre-foreclosures and literally go in there and pull the list, right? So again, we also include a lot of other information from some of the Justice of Peace courts that think of things like evictions. You have a lot of data, right? And if you watched our videos, for some counties and for some cities, we have plenty of data. But again, the point of this is just for you to log in, say once a week or however long you pull a list, export those records, and then start getting on the call, right? Start marketing. So that's the idea behind this. We're just trying to make it easy for you to log in, export the data, and then call, right? If you have any specific needs, again, we'll work with you, and we are revamping the entire platform as well. So that way we're integrating new features. You can suppress list and things like that as well to make it easy, or set up criteria where you can get a list sent to your email automatically. So that's all coming up soon. And again, like I mentioned initially, that is the pre-foreclosure platform. Now I want to show you the code violations platform, right? And this is such a gem in my opinion, because this is, again, data that no one's pulling that I'm aware of. And again, we have a lot more cities here to cover. So just wanted to give you some ideas here, right? And for this platform here, again, we pull this data on a daily basis, right? For the county ones, could be a weekly or bi-weekly, but for the code violations ones, it's a daily thing, right? And you can either search by specific text, so you can search things like, if you go here, you can search for boarded, right? So you can see that abandoned boarded up house, right? Boarded up for more than a year, etc. Right? One of the things that you could do to make it super easy, if you like, you can rely on our, what we're calling our AI indicators as well here. So let me jump, let's say in Dallas here. So if you set probate and vacant and you search for those, here, this property is vacant, right? So all of them will give you an indicator that they're vacant. And again, as you can see, they're very up to date, and it's as simple as exporting this list. And again, just calling the property owners, right? I think, again, because I built this platform, so I trust our data, and I know that competitors out there don't have this level of details, right? Again, some of these things, as you can see, if you select probate, the property owner unfortunately passed away, resident was deceased, right? And in a lot of situations, you're gonna be one of the first individuals to find out, those life events, right? And maybe you can get a touch with the relatives, right? And work along with them as well. Like in this case, this person also, was deceased. So again, it can be as simple as selecting some of those factors that we're, giving you here, export it, and start cold calling, market, right? Or you can search for specific descriptions. So let's say you're looking for burn properties. If you're looking for, infill lots or lots that are outside of the city limits, whatever it is that you're, the asset classes that you're targeting, obviously you can do that. But just wanted to, again, revisit a little bit. And again, if you're interested in either or those platforms, sign up. You can either subscribe to also Nationwide, that gives you access to everything on the county or the code violations as well. Or you can sign up for individual states, county, or city, right? And again, like I said, you can always just put in discount code LSPDATA and get a 7-day free trial. So if you have any questions, put them in the comments, and then in the next few days, weeks, I'm gonna continue uploading more content and showing you some sneak peek into the upcoming platform, and then some of the side work that we've been doing around with AI that hopefully you'll find interesting. But thank you for watching.